What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're drawing Nezuko Kamado from Demon Slayer. Let's begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines in the center of our page to help with the symmetry and balance of our drawing. Now I'm going to start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So start from the very top in the middle. It's going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now along the top in the center, draw another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to use these two lines to help us create a circle along the top of our page. So from that center point, let's move up. Just going to mark off the top of our circle. Let's take that same distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now I want to repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left, so right about here, and do the same thing on the right. Now let's connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we'll start with the top left. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement along the top center of our page. You can always go back and just smooth this out. Now let's move to the side of our circle. Draw another line coming straight down towards the bottom. Let's add another line going across the bottom of our circle. And now from here we're going to start blocking out the facial features. Let's start by adding a gap in between the eyes. So from that center line, let's move over toward the left. Draw a straight line coming down. Let's take that same distance over towards the right. Now halfway down this line, I'm just going to add in the eyebrow. I'm just going to bend this up and then out. Let's line this up on the right. Just going to bring that in a little bit more in the center. Now right where the eyebrow meets this line, we're going to step down, draw the upper eyelid. We're going to go up and then down toward the outside of our circle. And do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to tuck the iris and pupil underneath the eyelid. Let's start over on the left side. We're going to draw an oval. We're going to come down towards the bottom. And just pull that back up towards the top. And we'll do the same thing on the right. In the center, let's draw a small circle for the pupils. Just underneath the eye, we're going to draw a curve for the lower eyelid. Now going down towards the bottom of our circle, let's step down, draw a small V for the tip of the nose. Underneath the nose, we're going to step down, draw a straight line going all the way across from left to right. From this line, let's step down again, draw another line going across. Now we're going to add some shape to the outside of the head. Just line up with the outside of the eyelid. Let's step out towards the side, angle this down and in. Let's move down underneath and draw two straight angled lines coming down towards the center, towards the chin. Let's move out to the side and draw two curves, almost like a half circle for the ears, coming down and then back in. Now I'm going to add some shape to the hair. Along the top of our circle, let's step down, add a curve, going up and then down. Let's go to the side of the head, curve the hair coming down and out, bend this in and then back out. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now from the outside of the chin, draw two straight lines coming down the side of the neck. And then up along the top, just to slope the shoulders, coming down and out in behind the hair. From the base of the neck, let's draw two straight angle lines coming down and then in towards the center, towards the collar. Let's step out and draw that again. Now I just want to add some volume to the hair. From the top of our circle, let's step up. Just going to round out the hair, coming around. And then down towards the side of the ear. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm just going to curve the hair going out and then back down towards the bottom. Along the top left side, let's add a seam going out and then bending that up. Now let's add those two strands along the side. Let's start from the left, bend this down and out. Come down and then in. Now we're going to add a simple ribbon along the top side of the head. Let's start with a small square. Go out and bend the ribbon going up. Slope this down and just trace this along the inside. Let's add another one. Coming down and up. Flatten off the end and just work our way back in towards the knot. Now we're going to go back to the top of the part and just bulk out the hair. Just going to add a little bit more volume, going around and then down. Go up toward the top, across, and then in behind the ribbon. Now with our rough sketch in place, we want to go back and clean up our drawing by erasing some of these guidelines. And this will help us get a better look at our proportions. And now we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us modify the shape and add some more details. Now let's start with the eyebrow. Let's start by darkening this up. Start with the bottom edge, and we can modify the shape if we need to. And I'm just going to thicken this up along the inside and just taper that out towards a point. And go back and just darken up the inside of the eyebrows. Just going to fold above the eyes. And we'll just add some thickness to the eyelid. Let's trace the outside of the iris. Add a small highlight on the top left side. And I'm just going to tuck the pupil in underneath, just along the top. I'm just going to lightly shade that in. Just add some points across the base of the hairline. Just working our way across. Just tuck the ears in behind. Now let's go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add some more detail and shading. And now we're going to go in and start adding some shades and different values to our drawing. So we're going to start with the inside of the iris. It's going to add a light medium shade going around that highlight. Then I want to go back and just darken up the center of the pupil a little bit further. And we'll add a shadow just underneath the eyebrows, coming in, just fading that in towards the nose, and then blending that out. And for this, I'm just using the side edge of my pencil, just to get that soft look. And with the neck, we're just going to darken up the top and then fade that shadow down. Just darken up the inside of the hair, going around the head, and then again just fading that out towards the side. And we're just going to add some shadow across the edge of the hairline. So start along the bottom and just pull this up and over towards the right. Just adding these thick bands of texture going across. Let's go across that seam on the left side. I'm just going to add a soft shadow across the cheeks, and we're just going to fade that in. as we get near the end, we're just going to darken up our contrast and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Nezuko Kamado from Demon Slayer. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.